Yo, what is going on, guys? I hope you are well, wherever you are, whatever the damn time. Welcome back to another YouTube video and all reliable full day of eating today. Let's get some kind of thumbnail there. There we go. I hope you're good. I hope you had a fantastic Christmas as well. I had a great Christmas. It was just Bryony and myself for Christmas Day. I cooked us a I cooked us a fantastic meal. Leg of lamb, some nice side pieces. We had some good veg. We had a Yule log to finish as well. Great roast potatoes. It was a fantastic Christmas, and there's still a little bit of food left over. But I thought today I'll take you through a full day of eating without ramen. Obviously, the last time I done a full day of eating, I trained with my client. We went to go get some food. We went to go get some ramen. Today it's just going to be my normal baseline diet. So meal number one, we have oats. We've got 100 grams of them with 30 grams of whey protein, 10 grams of dark chocolate, 90%. We've got 20 grams of dates and 50 grams of blueberries. That's meal number one before I do some steps, a little bit more work, and also cardio as well. I've got to do 20 minutes and then work for the rest of the day. It's been a pretty busy morning. I had a consultation call this morning. I've just been tidying the house, catching up with client messages as well that came in overnight. And that's basically been the morning, but I'm going to enjoy this meal and then we're going to get into the video and I'll see you for meal number two. Also, quick one before I do my cardio. Look what I got for Christmas. Coffee is about, well, it is leveled up. Got a little French press. Bought some coffee from the shop the other day. Every year, my level of coffee snobbiness increases. So I thought, why not make it on the camera and show you what I do? So, yeah, it's really good coffee. And I don't know how I was having those instant coffees. One day I'll have a coffee machine. One day. But I'm in no position to be paying for a coffee machine right now. But yeah, I'm going to have coffee before I do my cardio. If you got any coffee recommendations, it's got to be ground because I don't have a coffee grinder at the minute. I'm only going to do, I think I'm going to do 2 servings in here. So the water can't be completely boiling, right? So we're going to put a little bit over the top, just a little, and just let that sit for about a couple of minutes. But yeah, I really leveled up my kitchen game. So we've obviously got the French press. Now, we've also got myself a new chef's knife as well for Christmas, as well as, and this is what I'm also really excited to use. I'll show you in a sec. Also got one of these, which is a thermometer for meats. So rather than kind of just being like, is it cooked? Like you can just make perfect medium rare steaks. You can cook your chicken perfectly so it's not too dry. With the assurity that you aren't going to eat raw meat. What else do I need for the kitchen? That would be really cool. We also got this as well. Egg holder. Look at that. How sick is that? I'm not getting a Ninja Creamy. It's just not happening. I don't need to spend £200 on a Ninja Creamy. I do want to get a rice cooker. And it's not that I can't cook rice. I cook very good rice in a pot. But I think the convenience of a rice cooker would help me a lot because I could just put it on and walk away. Whereas if you're making your own rice in a pot, you got to watch it. You got to watch the water boil down, and then like it's time, isn't it? So yeah, Bryony wants an electrical blender, one that you basically those. It has like the whisks here. Then you tip it down, it just turns on automatically and like mixes. That'd be pretty cool. And also we'll need to be in a new place with more space because this kitchen there's just no space, bro. There is just no space. Like, sops. Like, there is there's just nowhere to put anything else. There's just no space here. So it's so small, like we can't really be in the kitchen at the same time making something. It just don't work. Anyway, that's been on for a little bit, so I'm gonna put this now probably up to about, because I want to get a couple of cups out of this, so I'll have some for my work later. It says on the instructions, don't leave it in for too long because it ends up getting bitter, but we'll see. I had the first one yesterday and it was absolutely stupendous. It was so good. So let it brew. I'm going to let that brew for another 3 minutes, shall we call it? Hey Siri, set a timer for 3 minutes. And then I'm going to go do my cardio. So cardio for me is still at 100 minutes across the week. Steps are sitting between 8 and 10K. I need to get that to 10K consistently. Ideally, I don't really want to be sitting at 8K. I think 10K for me is just a nice sweet spot, especially because my job is so inactive. Rest of the day, let me show you the list. What's that bruise as well? Here you go. So this is the list for the day. So we've got left to do. We've actually got a new sign on. So the guy that I had a call with today, Adam, who I've worked with before, he's signing up. So I'm going to get his programming all done today. There's another guy as well here, Dennis. He's an Indian client, prospect, and he should be signing up today. And if so, I need to get his plan all sorted as well. I need to get something sorted out for B at the post office, and I need to write an Instagram post. I also need to write an email. I don't know why that's not on the list, but an email definitely needs to be done. And then just sort out my budget. And obviously we're filming the YouTube today. This year has gone incredibly fast, and it's also been a fantastic year. What a year. I'm going to be doing a little post on Instagram with just what's happened this year. But last year I was just in a completely different place mentally, I think, and just with work. And then also, yeah, it's just been a busy year. 3 countries this year: Malta, Italy, Prague this year, and it'll be more next year. And just in a much better spot, just mentally. But also aware that life goes up and down, right? And there's going to be a lot of people that will be looking back at the year and thinking, fuck, I feel like this year I didn't really do much of what I wanted to do or achieve much, or there was just a lot of bad things that happened. And that it's just part of the game, right? Like, hopefully 2026 will be a great year for me, but I'm also not ignorant to the fact that life goes up and down. There's going to be good moments, there's going to be bad moments. You can't let a single year let you get too high and think, wow, I've made it, life is perfect, I'm set now. And you also can't let a bad year get you too low, where you're like, my life is shit, this is rubbish, what's the point, I've made no progress. You got to just ride the wave and understand that things go up and down, right? But yeah, this year for me has been fantastic. Like, it's been a really enjoyable year, and I feel like I'm much better than what I was last year, which I guess is the main goal, right? Anyway, let's do this, baby. So we're gonna get some camera action on this. Who needs a videographer when you've got skills like this? Look at this. So apparently you don't press down super fast. There's going to be a lot of people who know their coffee that are going to be watching this. Like, this guy's a fucking moron. There we go. Okay, that's done. Let's get this coffee in a mug. Cheers. So I'm going to get my cardio done, have a shower, do some steps, do some work, get at the desk for a few hours, and I'll see you for meal numero 2. Right, it's time for meal number 2, and it's going to be chicken and rice, all reliable. And whilst I prepare this meal, we'll just get it ready to put it in the microwave. Somebody actually asked me a really good question the other day on Instagram, and it was basically, what is it that you love the most about bodybuilding? What attracts you to bodybuilding? And what keeps you doing it for so long? And I just think it was a really good question. I thought I'd just elaborate a little bit more on YouTube, because this is a long form platform. Even though there's that one guy that complains about me speaking on my YouTube videos, but whatever. The gym and the way that it's set up is all about merit and effort. And you can pull the lever with how much you get out of this process by just moving your effort level. And there's not many things in life where that's the case without kind of social influence or money or who you know or whatever opportunities that you've been provided with. The gym is the most honest thing. You can have the most money, you could have been born into the most opportunistic circumstances. If you aren't consistent with your training, with bodybuilding, it will show. It just doesn't matter on your circumstances. And that's what I really love about the gym. And usually, if you want to get more out of it, more out of your physique, there's two things that people usually miss on. It's you're either not giving it enough effort, whether that's intensity in the gym, learning more about anatomy so you can train better, so you can move better in the gym. You're not sleeping properly, you're not drinking enough water, you're not tracking your calories enough, you're not as meticulous as what you once were or as what you could be. That's giving more effort, and that's a lot of people. They could be doing those things. The other category is you're just not giving it enough time. And it's you're doing those things, but you're just being impatient. And that's as simple as, and in bodybuilding, it's just so simple in that aspect of things. It's like you either give more in terms of effort or you give more in terms of time. Some people need a combination of both, but I just love that about bodybuilding. It's just very heavily dictated on your work ethic. And then really, how far you go in bodybuilding, competition-wise, if you've got all those things ticked off, is heavily down to your genetics, right? So whether or not you end up getting to the Olympia or you become a very competitive WNBF pro, that is heavily dictated by your genetics. And what keeps me doing it is because I love the structure that bodybuilding provides. Maybe it's abnormal to some people, but I like eating structured. I like having training days. I like having a routine. I like having something that I'm working towards every single day. I'm trying to perfect a craft. I love that about bodybuilding. It's like a personal project. And it kind of makes sense to me because I think my dream job, if I wasn't coaching, would be to be a professional athlete. Like I can't really think of many other jobs that are on par with coaching, but then being a professional athlete would just be incredible because you're basically working towards making or trying to perfect your hobby. You're trying to get better at a sport, like at a competitive endeavor, which would just be so fun, right? So I think that's what's great about bodybuilding because you treat the process as if you're an athlete, right? And everything that you can get better at everything. Your sleep, supplementation, nutrition, micronutrients, your training. You never know enough about training, and it's just a project. You can never be perfect. And then I love that aspect of things. I love that control and that structure. And I think that's what's kept me doing it. Because if it wasn't bodybuilding as well, it'll be something else. Once I stop competing competitively and move away from just completely training like a bodybuilder, it'll be something else. It'll be getting on a bike. It'll be trying to do triathlons. It'll be a combative sport. It'll be something where I still have structure. I can't go through life just not having structure. That's so weird to me. Because yeah, it's been there for me since like my late teens. So anyway, I'm gonna let this meal heat up and then I'll show you what I'm working with. All right, there we go. So 400 grams cooked weight jasmine rice. Let's get this in better light. There you go. With 130 grams cooked weight chicken, 100 grams of Brussels sprouts that we still got from Christmas, 50 grams of beetroot. I've then got 100 grams of like this fruit medley, which is basically this mango, pineapple, and papaya. So 100 grams of that. I'm going to enjoy this, get on with some work. I need to head to the post office too. I'll see you for meal number 3. All right, just got back from running some errands. So just got back from the post office, posting some stuff for Bryony. And we're about to have meal number 4. I actually missed meal number 3, but I put a photo up. It was basically a cream of rice meal that you see me have 1,000 times. It was 125 grams of ground rice with 45 grams of whey We had 100 grams of blueberries, 20 grams of dark chocolate, 90%. And then we had 10 grams of these. It was these, this mixed bag again of seeds and acai berries and this stuff here. So that was meal number 3. You see me have that meal so many times. And then we've got meal number 4, which is this one here. So it's going to be mince and rice. So we've got 400 grams of rice cooked weight with 130 grams cooked weight mince, 100 grams, well, 110 grams of country vegetables because I didn't want to leave any spare. And then 1 apple, 150 grams of apple, or 153, sorry, with some cinnamon. So that's going to be meal 4. We got one more thing to tick off, which is the sign up for the day, which is going to be getting Adam signed up. So I'm going to have this meal and then I'll see you for the final one of the day. All right, meal 5, last meal of the day. We got 2 tortilla wraps, mini tortilla wraps, and they've basically got bacon in there, egg, some lettuce with some parsley, Nando sauce. So it's 4 bacon medallions. Some have been chopped up and put into this. 3 whole eggs. There's some egg on the side there as well, with a tiny drop of Caesar sauce, because you know how these these cream-based sauces get in terms of calories. It's just ridiculous, the amount of fats that they got in them. But that's the last meal of the day. Today's been a busy one, but we got a lot done. We done what we needed to do today. Just finished getting Adam onboarded, so he's starting tomorrow, which is awesome. Tomorrow, I'm actually going to Apollo Gym in Coventry for the first time. I'm going to be training with a client who's been working with me for almost 5 years now at this point. And we're going to get a session in every year. We basically have like a get together and we have a session and whatnot and catch up properly. But we've been working together for a while. So I'm going to drive down to Coventry tomorrow, and I'm looking forward to training at that gym because there's quite a few people that I follow on Instagram that train there. So I'm excited to get on the kit. It's about a 2-hour drive tomorrow. So yeah, anyway, appreciate you watching the video. If you have any questions, drop a comment below. Make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you for the next one.